The entire world of football has continued to react to Morocco's fairy tale run at the ongoing 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. And while some are calling it a miracle, the coach, Walid Regragui, has come out to say that it is not a miracle. I don't know whether you agree with that. On that note, I welcome you to Yesterday at the World Cup on Nigeria Superfans Forum. My name is Olufemi Ashaolu. Kayode, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Femi. It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
Okay, so of course, the entire world of football has continued to talk about Morocco's, well, I don't know, some say it's been a miraculous run, but Walid Regragui totally disagree with that. He said it is a fruit of preparation. But Kari, let's get started with Youssef En-Nesyri. We saw that goal against Portugal. That leap of 2.7 meters in the air. Wow, that's and he has eclipsed Cristiano Ronaldo's 2.5 meter jump in that win by Juventus while he was still at Juventus over Sampdoria in Italian Serie A. So, Kayode, everywhere you look, the Moroccan players, they are making history, and of course, they are really attracting, of course, a lot of interest to themselves. Talk about even En-Nesyri himself, talk about the goalkeeper Bono, talk about Amrabat, and talk about Roman Saiss. These guys are attracting interest everywhere. But let's talk about the coach, Kayode, and I'll quickly read his reaction after that game because he was asked if he thinks it is a miracle. And he had a particular kind of a message for Europeans because he said he knew that they were going to call this a miracle, but it's not a miracle. He said it is not a miracle. He said many will say it's a miracle, especially in Europe. He said, but we've played Croatia, Belgium, Spain, Portugal without letting in a goal. That's not a miracle. It is a result of hard work. We are the Rocky of this World Cup. When you're a small team, you need this belief. I told the players, you don't go to a World Cup to play for 3 games. Kayode, quickly react to that.
I mean, honestly, even if the coach had said it was a miracle, I would have disagreed with him that it is not a miracle. It is a result, the product of hard work, meticulous planning, intentional, deliberate development. Most people do not follow Moroccan football, so they think after seeing this Moroccan team at the World Cup, they are right to think it is a miracle. But Femi, the Morocco that you see at the World Cup, the Moroccan football confraternity is, as we speak now, the current holders of the CHAN tournament is Morocco. The CAF Champions League winner is a Moroccan club. CAF Confederation Cup winner is a Moroccan club. The CAF Super Cup winner, of course, is a Moroccan club. Women's Champions League winner is a Moroccan club. Their women go to the final of the AFCON before losing to South Africa.
The women's, the Women African Cup of Nations, yeah.
They are unbeaten they've gone unbeaten in 9 games now, conceding just 1 goal, which is an own goal. So how do you relate that and you call that a miracle? Even if the coach had said it was a miracle, I would have disagreed with him. It is not a miracle. It is intentional, deliberate planning. And you can only get this where you have structures. I mean, don't forget that this coach himself is less than 6 months in the job.
Yeah.
So if he had said it was a miracle, I would have disagreed with him. And thank God, he and I are on the same page. This is deliberate. This is intentional. Nobody can water down what Morocco have achieved. I have been reading a lot about Morocco in the past few hours, Femi. As if I knew we were going to have this discussion. And what I see about that is, you know that the Moroccans have bidden to host the World Cup 5 times. They are also going to submit a bid to host in 2030. That will make it 6 times they are bidding. Before they are confident enough to bid, that means they think that
deliberate investment in infrastructure.
Deliberate investment, and they are also hoping to spend another $18 billion on allied infrastructures like hospitals, like some other some roads that they are going to touch and everything. And if you've been to Morocco, you know that they have a European country based in Africa. That's the truth. So before a country would have bidded to host 5 times, they are still hoping to bid the 6th time. And as a result, in fact, there were reports that the 2010 World Cup that went to South Africa was initially supposed to be Moroccan. In fact, there was a report that I read several years ago that the when the FIFA committee that went to inspection committee went to Morocco and Germany, they scored Morocco higher than Germany.
Wow.
For the 2006 World Cup.
Wow.
And because Africa had just hosted 6 years in 2010, they were going to host in 2010. That was why they decided to keep that in that it was not possible to give Morocco in 2006 and give South Africa in 2010. And already Blatter had committed to giving South Africa in 2010. So that was why they decided to rob Morocco in 2006, that they had better infrastructures than Germany at that time.
Wow.
So for me, this shows a country
Wow.
that has long-term planning. If the every president goes today, there are still people who will come in. He has been in the job for 6 years. For 8 years. He was elected in 2014. Around April, he just became a FIFA council member in 2021. These are people who you will know that they have a plan that they are following religiously. They are not just doing palm 2 by 3. Nothing is going to happen by chance. It has to be deliberate, it has to be intentional, and that is nothing is going to happen by accident. If you get success by accident, which is what Nigeria and some other sub-Saharan African countries do get, it cannot be sustained, Femi. All these years that we've been winning under 17, under 20 World Cup semi, how has it translated to at the senior national level? It is not. But what you are seeing with Morocco now is a deliberate effort. They have the strongest team in Chan. They won Chan twice. Maybe they won Chan twice. That shows you that they have a very strong domestic league that has won the Champions League and the Confederations Cup. And these players form the bulk of the players. Then they bring in European players who have the fundamentals. So Femi, do not be deceived.
Yeah.
This is deliberate, it is intentional.
Yeah, Kayode, I totally agree with you. And of course, we must also say that it is the effort of different mechanisms coming together. It means that the government of that country has also taken deliberate steps in order to invest in infrastructure. Kayode, let's stay with Walid Regragui's disclaimer that their run the tournament, it's been a miracle. Some media, especially in Europe, like I'm sure you must have read a number of reports in Europe, and that was why he actually threw out that response. Some said he took this job in August, and this is December, and they were saying that there was no way there could have been adequate preparation with the players within just the little time he had, because, of course, it was even in November that the players were allowed to gather together to prepare for this tournament. We'll quickly react to that, Kayode. They are saying that
even without him, under the former coach, they had gone unbeaten in the qualifiers. That showed that there was a team. Like I already talked about his structure in my previous contribution. I said there was a structure on ground. He just came in and fitted perfectly into that structure. So now, even if he leaves tomorrow, there's another person who comes in, the structure will still be there. So it is a structure that we're talking about, Femi. So once you have structure, it is easy to just glide along. It will now look like miracle to those who have not prepared. They will say, it's a miracle, it's magic, it's whatever. Thank God they won't say.
But Kayode, the other European teams who had structure, but we've seen them struggle in this tournament.
I mean, everything works together. You have to have structure, you have to prepare, and you accept to take your chances when they come. Yeah, Femi, the only thing I will grant is that Morocco have been on a roll now because they have what I referred to yesterday as a tournament bounce. You remember I've always
of course, yeah.
You come in, you get the first result, and you go in, before you know it, you get the second one. That will not put a spring in your legs, and tomorrow, it doesn't mean that tomorrow after the World Cup that they will meet Spain, Portugal, and Belgium and still beat them. No, there's that. What accounts for that is what I call the tournament bounce that you get. And before you know it, nobody is able to stop you. So that has also helped. But the fact is, even no matter how much tournament bounce you have, if you do not have the personnel to translate whatever it is you have done, because they have come into this competition with different tactics, different formation for each game. It shows a coach who is thinking too. It shows players who are pliable, who are amenable to changes. So for me, I hope that at the end of this, it will help Moroccan football to even grow further. The players who are willing to go anyway will have the chance to take their games to bigger teams. I've read reports of players who have been scouted already. This is this is part of the fallout of having a good run at the World Cup. So for me, I do not agree that it is magic. It is not. It is structural and it is intentional.
Okay, Kari, before we look at that, the semi-final pairing between France and Morocco, which will be coming up next tomorrow, let's quickly look at part of the statement of Reguagi, in which he said, I told the players, you don't go to a World Cup to play 3 games. It is the belief for me. And do you think it is something that was missing with Portugal, Ghana, Tunisia, and Cameroon at the World Cup?
Femi, to be fair to those countries that you've mentioned, no. Every country, every team has peculiar circumstances. What if Ghana had been able to tide over, if they had been able to get a result against Uruguay, who knows, they could have gone into their second round game with much more vigor and gotten a result. Because see, Femi, the truth is, knockout stages is different from the group stages. You don't need to play well or extraordinarily to win a knockout. It is when you play a league that you have to be consistent over a period of time. All you need to do is have a game plan, stick to it, get a large dose of luck, and you know what? You are out before anybody knows what is happening. You have won the game. So for me, I'm not going to look down on those other countries and say maybe they lack what Morocco has. But the fact is, whatever Morocco has is working for them, and the coach is not relenting. The coach has deliberately decided to play down every other negativity around his players. Maybe for that, I score him 100%. He knows that he's taking the flag, taking all the blames, doing all it takes to shield them, that they should not get carried away. At this stage, Femi, the lines between them and France is so blurred that nobody can come out categorically and say, these are the favorites. That is the power of belief, Femi. And you know the very funny thing is, if these players take that mentality into the game against France, because they could shock France, anything can happen. Now, France will not even see themselves as favorites. Although I would still tip for France as slightly ahead of Morocco, but that does not automatically mean that France will beat them on Tuesday. It doesn't follow that way.
Okay, Kayode, let's look at this. Morocco was a former French protectorate between 1912 and 1956 when the North Africans got their independence. So it is going to be a fight between the colonial masters and the former subject. I'm sure we'll still come around with the preview of that game. But let's quickly look at that. Kayode, what mind games do you think will go into this game? The former colonial masters and the former subject. What kind of mind games do you think will go into this game between Didier Deschamps and, of course, Walid Reguagi?
If there's one thing I know about the Arabs is that they are so aggressive and proud that they do not see themselves as second-class citizens to anybody. That is clear.
But you just call them Arabs now. Why not Africans? You know that is it's been another debate entirely.
The misconception people have is this. Maybe hold on. People, they are Africans. They are Arab Africans. Nobody is taking that heritage away from them. They are Arabs, but in Africa, the same way we have Arabs in the Middle East and all over the world. They are Jews in Israel as well as in Ethiopia in Africa.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them lesser Jews. You understand? So, but what I don't want people to look at is call them Arabs and downplay the African part of their heritage. They are still Africans. They are Arabs in Africa. The same way we have Jews in Ethiopia and in Israel. None is better than the other.
Yeah.
They are all Jews. The same way these people are all Arabs. So for me, they have dignity. They do not believe that they are second-class citizens to anybody. Two. Then three, they have players who grew up in France, who know that there is no barrier. There is nothing that says that the average French player is better than them. And if there's one thing for me that they've done in this tournament so far is that they have played without fear. One. Then two, like I keep saying, I've said this on social media, Femi. What frightens me about these Moroccans is their transition. When they are on the back foot, when you are attacking them, they get the ball. The pace between the transition from defense into attack is so blinding that before you know what has hit you, they are all bound. I just wish they had a proven goal scorer in the mode of a Samuel Eto'o, for example. Or or a DJ Drogba. I'm not even talking about the late Rashidi Yakini. I'm talking about these contemporary strikers. If they had a DJ Drogba in front, or they have what do you call him, Samuel Eto'o, they'll be scoring loads and loads of goals. So for me, I am happy that this is happening in my lifetime. I'm happy that an African country, forget the skin color now, has the chance, the upside chance of winning. Nobody can call them what do you call
underdogs now.
Outside chance. Yeah, they have an outside chance of winning the World Cup. If you believe anything is possible.
Yeah. Okay. I think to even put it on paper, at least the least they can finish at the tournament now is fourth out of 32 teams. That is extraordinary on its own.
That's massive.
Yeah.
It is massive.
Okay, the producer just told me we have a minute to go now, but kind of quickly, let's look at the injured players, very key players. Of course, before we come for the preview tomorrow, I know there will have been one or two developments regarding the recovery of the player, but let's look at Saiss, the captain. He's been very, very crucial for the Atlas Lions of this tournament, and his left thigh was trapped in that win over Portugal, and that doesn't look like maybe it will heal before the game against France. How much of a miss do you think it will be? Particularly, you need someone like that to be able to be on toe-to-toe with Olivier Giroud. Very quickly, Kayode.
Yeah, Femi, I pray it is just a surface injury. If it's just a muscle injury, it's something that a pack of ice and some medications will just get out of the way. I pray he's back, but most importantly, the player that, although I'm impressed by everybody in the Moroccan side, but for me, the two players that have stood out for me will be Hakimi and Amrabat. Those for me are the standout players in the team. Like I said, no disrespect to the others.
Yeah.
But for me, I will close my eyes and I will pick Hakimi, and because the way this place he has played, they are a delight to watch. So I pray the Saiss gets back. Because he has been massive in that center of defense. I pray he's back, and his understanding with the players around him is so key. For me, it is their discipline, it is their organization for me. You can tell that this is a well-drilled team. This is a team that understands what it is to play. They are mixing African vivacity with European discipline, and it's showing in their game. That's why it's difficult for anybody to overrun them. They have not been second best in any of the games they played so far. You cannot say they just won by luck. No. They have earned their win all through the games. Beating Belgium, Portugal, and
Spain.
In the same competition for me. It is miraculous. But it's not a miracle.
Okay. It is miraculous, but not a miracle.
It's not a miracle.
Kayode Ogundare, thank you for coming on yesterday at the World Cup on Niger Super Fans Forum today.
Pleasure, baby. See you tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much, Kayode. Of course, these Moroccans, they remind me of Greece at the 2004 European Championships hosted by Portugal under Otore Agel. Just like a dream. They went all the way from the first win over Portugal, also defeated Portugal in the final and won the tournament out of nowhere. These Moroccans remind me of that, and I hope that they can repeat that kind of feat. So until tomorrow, when we'll come around again with yesterday at the World Cup, and of course do a preview for that game between France and Morocco. I remain Ashalolu Afemi. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.